and we can start right off. Perfect. So for everybody's in today's call, we're gonna jump right into that. And I think the most interesting part, or the first part, is for a lot of people that maybe already purchased $250. If you didn't, that's the only way to get the pre-access before the pre-sale ends. So you have to go to the website bitfoot.com. You have to purchase $250 worth of Bitfoot token. And then you get to this page, which is called the bitfoot.com/en/early access, where you then connect your wallet. After connecting your wallet, you will see another button showing your Telegram, connecting your Telegram. You click on that, you get then to the Telegram, and you then can accept the verification. And if you have more than 2,700 Bitfoot tokens, you will see a third button, which will give you verification and approve to use the Bitfoot sniper bot. So that's regarding the first steps. Now coming to the next part is how does it work to use the sniper bot? So to make it really simple, we do a very fast introduction in here. When we are in the sniper bot, we click on start. From here, we click on copy trade. When we are in copy trade, we just click on add wallet, and we can then just paste in a name, we paste in an address, we activate the buys and the sells. We can click on the amount mode, where we can type in, for example, 0.1 Solana, and we then click on confirm add. When we are talking about the amount you want to trade with, one thing that I always would recommend you, right away in the start, when you're not sure if the wallets that you're following is good or not, because you are new to this, start with a very, very low amount per trade. Meaning, for example, you only have 1 Solana, start with 0.01 or 0.001. Even you can go lower than that. There is no minimum limits there that you will hit there. But with that, you can track your wallet for 1 day, for maybe 2 days, and you can see on your wallet how many win trades will I have and how many lose trades will I have. And just after the first day, when you see that, you can then just adjust it, make it more, put some more traders in, and then always adjust it and scale it up. Because this way you have no fear of losing too much money, because you're still new to this and still not sure about how and what traders to follow. So this way you are on the safe side and you can test it by your own. So that's regarding the function. We're coming now to the next part, which is then how do I find those wallets? So what we can do here is we go to the website GMGN. So let me go one more time to GMGN, and this will look like that. When we are on the site, we can go to trending, and when we are on the trending page, we will see all the tokens that are trending right now. And what we can do here, we can filter through each of those categories. We have the age. On the left side, we have the token names. Then we have the age. How old is this token? We have the liquidity and the market cap. We have the holder amount. We have here the 24-hour transactions. How many transactions happened there? We have the 24-hour volume. We have the price, and we have the price of the price growth of this token. So what we can do here is we can either, for example, here filter through the projects that had the most liquidity. One thing that I do, and that I also now adjusted, is you can filter through each of those things. I like to filter through liquidity, through market cap, as well as through holders, through 24 transactions. I can also filter here, for example, through the 1 hour, meaning which projects made the most profits, the most growth in the last 1 hour. So all these you can filter through and look for projects. And when you do that, the only thing that I'm looking on here on the left side is projects that are older, that are young, meaning that 1 day to 30 days, meaning everything, for example, yeah?
Please a little bit slower. I get information from the translator. It's a little bit difficult. You make a perfect job, but maybe a little bit slower with some little breaks. That's easier for the translation.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
So what we're looking for now is when we look at the age, I will also explain you why we want to look for something new, because we are looking for insiders that enter into trades and also exit trades really fast. We are not looking for long-term investors that get into a trade and hold it for 60, 90, or even 120 days, because that's not interesting for us. that is not the style that we gonna trade for. We want people that enter the market very fast and also exit the market very fast, meaning we are making continuously profits on that. I'll make the slow pause now for the translation. So when we go, for example, through the market cap, that's one thing where you see it tremendously, because you see when I go through market cap, these are the most known projects. They are 309 days old, 406 days old, 309 days old. So these projects are old, and that's not interesting for us because those are mostly, we will find whales in there. For example, if we here go through market cap, we can also see a project called Peanut, which is only 13 days old, but still is competing with all the other projects as well. You see another one, as we can see here, is called Loose, also 16 days old, but we can see a very high market cap. So here, through all those projects, here another one, 6 days, 1.2 million. You can see 6 days, 903. You can see 3 days, 1.6 million. So I would say everything above 250,000 starts getting interesting, and everything then above is even better. So we can filter through each of those projects to find insider wallets. So there's really unlimited amount for you to track by those. If you even have done all of those market caps, you can also go, for example, for the growth in the last 1 hour and check here. You will see these are more new tokens because mostly a huge price growth in 1 hour is happening on fresh tokens. And we can then also check, okay, how is the age of those? We can check, for example, how is the liquidity in the market cap? If it's something with 53K, that might be way too low and that's not interesting to look into. But if we have here, for example, something with 800,000, we have something with 400,000, we have something with 200,000, this gets interesting. So what we can do here, we can then maybe, for example, jump into one of those projects to look deeper into it. So let's take, for example, this one. We see 10 days, we see 897K. So it could be a good one. So I just click on the project and I check how the price will look like. So we see here, okay, there was a big pump and dump. And from there on, we are still now in a pretty good price flow from here. So we can look deeper into that. So when we do that, we click, for example, here, we just scroll down and we see here all the buys and the sells. On the other side, we can also click on top traders. And when we click on top traders, we see all the traders that made most of the profits with only this token. So what we're looking for here is not someone with 220K invest and 465 outcome, because this is just a 2x. And this is more of a big investor and not really an insider that could be interesting for us. So what we're looking for is a small buy and a high sell. That's interesting for us. What we can do now is also a very easy thing to filter already without clicking on each wallet by just hovering with our mouse over the wallet. And we can see right away how much he bought. We can see the P&L. We can also see here the age. We can see the 7-day win rate, which is 72%. We can see the last 7 days he made 152,000. And he made a lot of transaction in the last 7 days, meaning about 415 buys and 199 sells. So what we can do now is we can copy his wallet. And for example, we can go on to, let me just go here, go on top, and we can paste it, for example, here in. So when we do this, we go deeper and look how his performance really looks like. So on the first thing, yes, you see the win rate, but I would also recommend you don't focus too much on the win rate, because some people might also manipulate the win rate by entering a lot of tokens, but not selling them, meaning it's unrealized profits and it will not be shown into the win rate. But we can check that by checking also the transactions that are happening now. So what I like to see is someone that's buying tokens and also selling them after 1, 2, 4 hours, or maybe maximum here something between 3 to 5 days. But I don't like someone that's buying constantly and not selling any of those tokens, because this means that your capital is locked into those trades and you can't enter more projects. So when we scroll here, for example, we see what we're looking for is always, I look on the left side and I look for the same token that he bought and he also sold. So we can see here, so this is like a dream scenario where you see it right underneath each other, because then what I do, I check the time frame. Because what I don't want is a trader that enters at, for example, here 1902.11 and exits at 1903. So we can check, does this happen? 1902.21. This is not a good sign. If we find 2 or 3 more of those, I would put this wallet as on my blacklist and I don't look it up anymore. Because this is one thing where people get curious and curious because they see transactions when it looks on GMGN that this guy made profit, but on your wallet, you didn't make profit because the time was way too fast in between. Here, for example, it's more than 2 minutes, so it's okay. So we have 20.0120, and he says 20.0428. So this is more than 3 minutes. This is okay. What I'm always telling you is, if you even want to go deeper here, you can check the price of the token, and you can then check, for example, if you would have entered 1 minute later, and 1 minute later you would have exited, would you still be in profit? So this is also another thing that you can then do. So we can even, for example, go further here and look of all the other trades. I would now just check, okay, how many of those are positive? How many of those are negative? Is there any insider trades where he made huge profits? If that's not the case, this is not a bad wallet, but I wouldn't personally recommend this wallet, for example. And I can also show you, you see that there is a lot of buys, not really very profitable sells. We had one thing where we've seen, okay, he bought and sold after just a few seconds, which is not a good sign. If we see this one more time, then I wouldn't recommend it as well. He has some okay trades, but it's not really something where I say, okay, I like it a lot. What I can show you here, for example, if we go for another trade, is what we like to see here is someone that, for example, here enters 14 hours ago and exited 13 hours ago. So this guy made an entry at 7:13:17 and an exit of 8:10:52. So you have a price growth of 2,000% in just 5,282% this guy made with an invest of $49. So this looks good. Now we can see further, okay, another trade here. It's good because those trades are below each other, meaning that when he's trading, he's looking at the token. He's not buying every second another token, and you just have a bunch of tokens where he then luckily just chooses one of those projects and sells it with profit. We like this kind of thing where he's buying and right away he's selling. He's not doing anything in between, maybe even watching the chart at this moment. And then we check the time, 2:16. We see then 2:58. This is a great sign because there's more than 40 minutes in between. He inserted with $50 and exited with 596. So here again, he made 3,600%. Not a great thing. You can also see next one. You see here, he bought another token right after he has the sell, meaning you don't have too many tokens that you buy where those trades are active and you can't sell them because he's still not selling them. And after times you just get the error message of, oh, you got too many trades open and no more Solana is available right now. So when you see traders that enter the market and exit the market before entering another token, this is a great sign, because when you enter the market with your capital here and you exit it here, those Solana that have been blocked here because it was in the trade already have been activated again. So you got your capital again activated. And this is something that we want to look for. Traders that here, you see the next one, he buys and he sells. The next one, you see he buys and he sells. This is a great sign of wallets that we are looking for. And the very last part, as I see now, okay, we only have 5 more minutes. I will show you also here another thing that is also very important for my side is we have the error messages. A lot of people tried to trade and they got some error messages and they are not sure if they're doing something wrong or not. That's why we have also the Bitfoot white paper. If you didn't know where to find that, let me show you. If you go to the website, you have here on top seeing something called white paper. When you click on that, every single action that you can do on our sniper bot is exactly explained here. Every function, every button, everything is exactly explained here. So the team here worked more than 250 hours on this thing to show you exactly what to do, how those steps look like, what you can do, and how everything works. And we also see here at the support the error messages. We can just click on it. And then it will also show you here. Let me just one more time. I'll just close this window real quick. I will go here. And we have here the error messages. Where I share my screen one more time. And you see here the error messages where every single error message is explained. You see error message, not enough balance for swap. You see the description where it tells you exactly this error occurs when you aren't enough funds in your wallets to complete the swap. This happens if you have too many trades open and not closed, because then all the Solana are in some positions, but they are not available. So the solution is check your wallet balance, ensure that you have enough Solana. You can either adjust it, meaning put more Solana in, or you can close some trades manually so you have enough Solana. And the third thing, you can also adjust your amount mode, meaning if you just entered with 0.1 Solana and just after 1 day already everything got into active trades, put in less, put in 0.01 Solana, meaning you have more chance to then get into more active trades. The next thing is you haven't copied any buys of this token from this target wallet with current copy trade wallet yet. Got many questions here, but it's a very simple and logical explanation. This message means, for example, you are following a trader. The trader, before you followed him, already traded before, meaning he bought already some tokens before. Now you copy trade him and he sells some tokens that he bought before, so you didn't even have this token, and he's now selling it. Meaning it's logical. Your bot also cannot sell, for example, the token Morris, because before he bought it, before I was copy trading him, and now he's selling it. So this is not something that you do something wrong. This is just an information that the guy sold the token, and it's telling you that you don't have the token because you didn't bought those tokens. So then the next one is transaction fails. If this error comes up, it mostly has something to do with your slippage. So here, what I would recommend is go to the slippage settings on your sniper bot, which we have in our video tutorial where I show exactly how to do that. Put up the slippage to 30 or 40%, and then you will be also safe here. So then what we also can see here is wallet for performing copy trade not found. Select one in copy trade settings. So this is also important when you start the bot. I can also show you here, for example, if you go to the sniper bot, we can then click on start, and we can here, for example, go to our copy trade, and you will see here wallet selected for copy swaps. This is where you have to put in a wallet. Where do you do that? Select user wallet for copy trade. You cannot forget about this step, because if you do, this error will show up. So all the errors, if you want to look deeper into it, also will be always shown here. You can track it there so you know what to do. There's also errors where you have nothing to do. It's just information for you, so you don't have to be getting too much thoughts about that. And you should have now all the knowledge to start from there. So thank you very much for your attention and this call. I hope you now know a little bit more what to look out for. And we will jump into the next call in our German session, meaning if we have now German applicants in here and you want to hear it one more time, we'll have in the next 2 minutes a call there. Thank you very much.